Hello. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. To check that, can you access your textbook posted for you as a PDF version? Anyone?อืมอยากจะทราบว่ามีใครยังใช้ textbook แบบไหนกันอยู่บ้างไหมครับมีคนเข้า textbook จากออนไลน์ได้ไหมหรือว่ายังใช้เป็นแบบ PDF ที่โพสต์ให้กันอยู่อะครับ
เข้าได้แล้วค่ะจากในเว็บค่ะ
เข้าได้แล้วเนาะโอเค andก็ so I believe that everyone could initially watch go through some of the medias in this unit already, right? Have you? You can answer me in any way, no? And
Yep.
okay. So you can answer me which through any means of communication. You can text, you can speak, or you can speak or you can text through the chat box if you will. Okay. All right. So I believe so without so we won't waste any time. So we can start what we have left from last week. Okay, we still have several things to do regarding the listening and videos. Okay. All right. For the first page that we look at, if you are following, no, is the first page. So have you watched the video from this page yet? Anyone? Have you just like yes?
No.
No? Okay. All right. So at least I'll just play just to make sure. I'm not sure whether you can hear the sounds from the video or not. So I'll just try it just first. Okay. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay. All right. Let's just watch it first.
We know the family, we know the friends, we know what they do and how they travel in life. When people are sick, we go by and check on them. When people can no longer get around, we check on them. to play checkers, but this place is absolutely necessary for our life situation and carry on the traditions that brought us through the rough times. I'm Cal Roberts, and I came to DC in 1953. I've been playing checkers all of my life. At 8 or 9 years old, I hated everything in life. I hated school. I hated everybody. I couldn't read. I couldn't write. But when I got on the checkerboard, I could see that if I moved here, I'd get an advantage on it. And when I learned how to play checkers, I learned how to communicate. So I went from a dunce to a halfway decent person. And so checkers changed my life. Anybody playing this game, it will change your life also. And checkers brings about a camaraderie that you will never find anywhere in life again. My name is Curtis Brothers. Call me Hard Rock. Was I'm the hardest trucker player that you could ever be. I'm Robert Mack. I'm the Z-Man. Coast to coast, they know the thing. The Z-Man is what they call me. Mr. Mack is name.
Donald Cunningham, better known as the Pressure Man.
I do not have a nickname yet. I like to think that I'm waiting until I get good enough. That way it's actually a good nickname. It doesn't become just an insult, something like that.
He's a friend of mine. But on the board, he wants to beat me bad. And of course, he gets lucky every now and then.
It's a calculation thing. It's a mind game. I lost one game today, and the only reason I lost it because I felt sorry. I could have just been undefeated.
And you remember games, sooner or later, you'll figure him out. If you don't, you're going to make a mistake, and that's what the game is one loss on.
You know, sometimes I call 911 because something things be heating up, man. You know,
You cook it, eat it, and let it go. And that's the whole show.
I think I joined this club maybe about maybe 15 years ago.
In the checker club for, I don't know, 20 years.
You know, I've definitely learned a lot over the last year. When I first came in, there was no way I was going to win a game. And now, if it's a good day, then yeah, I can win sometimes. And if it's a bad day, you know, I'll get laughed out of here. But I never found a community like this around a specific game. And so I've really enjoyed not just the game, but the people who come together to play it. It's also a community that I think should be prioritized, that we keep these institutions alive in a DC, in a city that's rapidly kind of gentrifying and becoming much richer, that we don't lose out on all the kind of historical and cultural heritage that we've built.
Not only gentrification is coming in, but modernization is coming in. And unless there's a dramatic change, at some point in time, there will not be a checker club in Washington, D.C. So it is primarily important that we keep this game going and we keep our place right here in the nation's capital, such that we can carry on the tradition that has taken us throughout the life. Well, just sing it for the crowd. Well, listen, this song is a spur of the moment thing. Now, the one song that comes into my mind is the Old Smoky. On top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow, I left my heart in Toledo. Nobody wants to hear that song sung.
You sing it when you meet somebody back.
Yeah, I sing it and I ring the bell. But you see that bell over there? That's the bell that we ring. Ring the bell over there.
All right, I just gave you some idea because may one of all of you guys may have access to the media and then you have watched it already, right? Okay, so did you get the ideas what they are talking about the video? Can you share? Can you share your ideas?
ความหลากหลายครับอาจารย์
Okay, diversity. Okay, all right. Anything else? After you watch it, how do you feel about the video? How do you feel? Do you have any ideas? Like anything else? Diversity.
Unity maybe.
Okay, unity. All right. So thank you very much for your answer. So let's just give this one. This one gonna give you just idea, just a little bit about this one. Okay. If we talk according to the video, so you know that they play checkers, right? You know checkers. Okay. So anyway, in the video in general, if you say diversity, unity. So anyway, just give the ideas. Okay, what do you think about they come together and then they play checkers? Okay, daily or weekly or whatever. So what are the reasons that they come and play checkers here?
Make friendship.
Okay, making friendships. Anything else?
Learning to communicate.
Okay, learning to communicate.
Carry on traditions.
Carry on traditions. Is that all? Okay, let's have a look. All right, yeah, right. Just 3 primary reasons when they come and play checkers here. Okay, so let me ask you back. In this case, do you belong to any communities, clubs, or any groups? You guys, anyone?
about checker or everything.
Your real life in general, what because if we talk about checkers, so it's quite difficult to find. Anyway, what do you do to connect with the community, or do you belong to any groups, any clubs, whether offline or online currently? Anyone?
Maybe doing group.
Yes.
Maybe doing group work. The assignment, the group assignment.
Or you do just only group assignments?
Right now, yes.
Okay. And how about when we are talking about like not only the group work, not only for working, do you belong to any groups, any community in your free time, like photo club, board games, or whatever? that you do in your free time? Do you belong anyone, or you just do the activities like by yourself or something like that?
Actually, for myself, for about 2 years, maybe.
Okay, well, can you say it again? Doing what?
I doing only for myself because of COVID-19. I just stay alone with my family.
Okay, you play alone. You do things alone, right? With your family.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for sharing. How about the others? Anyone?
I joined Discord of streaming game.
Oh,
Is
okay.
the
So
application.
oh, okay. All right. So it's like the computer game.
Yeah. People who join, they are watching streaming game.
Oh, okay. So can you share the experience? I would say, to be honest, even though I play games, so I have never experienced about watching like the streaming or live streaming with the regarding the games. When people, how is it? How does it work or something like that?
ก็คือเหมือนว่า เวลาคือที่หนูดูคือแข่ง PUBG ใช่ไหมคะ ก็คือถ้าตอนเขาแข่งอย่างเงี้ยคนที่เชียร์อย่างเงี้ยค่ะ ก็จะเข้าไปใน Discord แล้วก็คุยกันแบบว่าตอนที่นักแข่งอยู่อย่างเงี้ยค่ะ ก็คือเหมือนเชียร์ไปพร้อมกัน
Okay. So you play PUBG, right?
No, I'm not playing game.
Oh, you don't play games, but you just joined that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How often does it happen?
I think every month.
Oh, okay. All right, that sounds fun. I just only come across like just the recording from YouTube, something like that. I see people they join something like that. So I don't know whether there's just like the big deal. So it's kind of like that, like quite a big deal, right? A lot of people join the events, right? So anyone else? Okay, thank you very much for sharing your experience. Okay, anyone else? Anything else? All right. So another questions before we move on to another topic. Okay. Do you think is it important to have this kind of community? Okay, let me say it like this. Okay. Okay, I believe that some of you guys may have joined the community. So let me say, like, when you join the group, when you join the community that do things together, what do you get from joining such communities?
Maybe make new friends. Maybe.
Okay, so you make friends. You can answer based on your own experience as well. If you join or if you do something or if you have ever done something, like have you ever joined or okay, you make friends. Anything else?
Maybe we can share our experiences or something in common.
Okay, you share something in common, you share some experiences, all right.
Maybe some new tricks about game.
All right, so you get new tricks. Now you share some tricks. You you share knowledge. You share experiences. You share something in common, and also you're making friends when you're joining these kind of communities. Okay. All right, very much. So you just get some ideas that community is quite important, right? So you say it's important. It's somehow important. All right. So if you're saying so, if these things that happens, okay. So when you join the community, so you have something in common between your friends. And anyway, so let's listen to these people talking about the events. So when you join the community, like your friend joined the live streaming, okay? So they're gonna talk about these things. So if you look at the next page here, they're gonna talk about Comic-Con. So you know Comic-Con?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you like comics? You experience yourself. What do you think about Comic-Con? Let's talk just a little bit before listening to people talking about the Comic-Con. What do you think about Comic-Con?
It's a place that people can share their own interests about comics.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
it's made like people can like the same type of people can communicate with each other.
Okay.
Because I
So
think
they
in
okay.
the normal society, some people may think that their interest might like be minority or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So thank you very much for sharing. So it's just like the place that they can share, they can dress up, they can express themselves as a throughout the I would say like the physical avatar or something like that. That's what they want to be, right? Based on the comics that they like. All right. All right. So let's initially listen to the interviews about 4 people about Comic-Con event here. And then so we just complete this one and then we can talk further about the Comic-Con. All right. All right. Let's listen to it just a little bit.
Hi, my name is Diego and my Con. I love it because it's a place where you can express yourself in your own way. People come here because there's no one who's going to judge you, like there might be at school or in the office. So you get people from all different walks of life, and for one day, they get to be part of a close-knit community. So maybe you're just the guy who wears a gray suit and works on the 5th floor for 364 days of the year, and then for one day, you get to dress as your favorite superhero or fantasy and be with people you have something in common with.
2. Hello, my name's Stella. One of the main reasons I come is for the camaraderie. I mean, year after year I come back and I have a large circle of friends here. Some are just passing acquaintances, but a lot of them are people who I've kept in touch with all on social media all year. We share pictures of our costumes as we're making them, like give each other tips and ideas. So you get to hang out with a great bunch of people every year. Some people even dress up so their costumes match, like they're from the same film or TV show. And then the best is when someone comes up and asks for your photo. After 6 months of preparations, it's the best feeling. 3.
Actually, this is my first time at Comic-Con. I saw that one of my favorite computer game voiceover artists is going to be here, so I thought I'd come along and try to get his autograph. I've been waiting in this line for about 30 minutes so far to meet him. But while I've been waiting, I've made some new friends who've traveled from all over the US, 2 people from Mexico, and some guy from Russia. The only thing I wish is that I'd worn a costume. I feel a bit out of place in jeans and t-shirts.
4. Today I'm Wonder Woman, but my real name's Rachel, and this is my husband, Alan. He's dressed as Superman. Comic-Con is kind of special for us because we first met at this Comic-Con 2 years ago. We were wearing costumes from the same comic book, so that sparked a conversation. And it turned out we were both from San Diego, so we kept in touch and started dating. We'd even planned to wear the same costumes at our wedding, but our families wouldn't agree to it, which was a shame. Their loss. It would have been fun.
All right. So, what do you think? The answer is here. Anyone?
Number 4.
Okay, number 1 and number 4. All right. How about the other statements? B, C, D, and E?
B, number 2.
All right, so you B number 2.
Number 3 for C.
Okay, number 3 for C.
Extra for D.
Okay, next draft for D. And the last one here.
Number 1 for E.
Okay, number 1 for E here. So let's check the answer. Okay, yes, right. Okay, you just got this one. How about? Okay, are you following? Right, so all the answers that you get here. Okay, 4, 2, 3 extra and 1. Okay. All right, how about this one? Yes, no, or don't know here. So yes, no, or don't know. For the 8 questions here. After listening to the interviews. So the first one, do you think that people are judged for what they are at Comic-Con?
Nope.
Okay, no. All right, do you think most of people at the Comic-Con come from singular backgrounds?
No.
No. All right. And does Stella always come to the event with her close friends?
No.
No. Has someone taken Stella's photo this year?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And is the computer game voiceover artist at the events?
Yes.
Yeah. And does everyone wear a costume at Comic-Con?
No.
No. Does Rachel and Alan start talking at the cafe when they first met?
No.
No. And did they wear a costume at the wedding?
No.
No. All right, let's have a look. Right. So the answer for number 3, number 4, and number 7 should be don't know, and don't know here. Okay, don't worry about it. They just like the listening to the interviews and just give you some ideas about that. So I believe I just give you some ideas about that. Okay, all right. So when we talk about this, have you ever been to any comics con or any comic cons or any comic related events yourselves or not? You guys? Have you ever been to any?
I haven't.
Oh, you haven't?
I haven't.
Okay, no. Okay. So, how about other events other than the Comic-Con? Any events in real life that you have been to? I know that one of you guys have been to the PUBG live streaming events with the others. And how about the others? Do you join? Have you ever participated in any other events that people get together to do something together or to enjoy something like shows or any art, something like that? Have you ever participated or joined any events? Anyone?
So can concert count as this event?
Exactly, sure. Why not? Can you just share?
So I have been to concert in 2019 เลยค่ะอาจารย์
All right. What kind of concert or artists that you've been to?
They are a band from English called Horn, and I go to see their concert.
Okay, how was it?
It's really great because I really want to hear them for a long time in face to face, and it's really happy.
Okay, so did you go there alone or did you join the concert with your friends or?
I joined concert with my friend.
Okay, all right. So it's like it gives you like good memory. So you get a good memories from the concert, right? How was
Yes.
it? How was it?
It was great because my friend like this band too.
Okay. So you have friends to share something in common, and then you join it together, right? And then you enjoy the concert together. So you still. So did you get anything from the concert besides the memory? So you get like tokens or anything else, souvenirs or anything that you can give you to remember them by?
Maybe ticket.
So you just keep the ticket. I understand that because I can share this thing as well, because about even though I have like even though I have different experiences regarding the concert, but I joined the concert and then I feel you anyway. I feel you that I joined, and then as you say, like, yeah, I really want to see them live for a long time, right? So I feel that because I have some of my like I would say like the all-time artists that I want to go to, and then I went to their concert twice when they came to Bangkok twice. So I got the feeling like it's kind of like when you see them live, right? And then you feel like this is what I have been waiting for. Do you feel the same feeling, something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, right. And then it just like because my artist is like they are like the old rock and roll band, but it's kind of like I had watched a lot of their shows in videos, I would say, VHS, video, no? And then I watch in the on YouTube, on online, and then I just had an experience like they're right there, right in front of my eyes, something like that, right? So you get the same feeling, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. I got that one. Okay. So we share something in common as well, no? Okay. Thank you very much for sharing for your concert experiences. How about the others? Anything else? Anyone?
Can I ask who is your favorite artist?
Yeah, sure. Because I somehow I play music as well. So I have lots of favorite artists, but okay, let me say, have you ever heard about Mr. Big?
The comedian, a comedian.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
Again, please. Yeah, sure. No worries. What did you say?
I forgot what I gonna say. Sorry.
Oh, okay, all right. So yeah, my favorite artists, I have different genre, but mostly I because I grew up with rock and I grew up with if I would say like genre, if we talk about the music, so I grew up with the some kind of like rock, heavy, hardcore, emo core, something like that. So it's kind of like I have the band. So you may have heard of it. Have you listened to these kind of songs like rock, hardcore, or like heavy metal, something like that? Have you listened to these kind of music? Anyone?
Is Queen count as one? Like Queen?
Queen, yeah, they call it like rock and roll, something like that. Okay, so I listened to those bands, and yeah, I listened to Mr. Big. It's kind of like the rock and roll. I would say like showing off some techniques or something like that. So I listened to Mr. Big, and also another favorite band is the. Have you ever heard about Issues?
Nope.
Yeah, so if you guys have time, so you can check them out. So they are more like the emo core and hardcore emo core. And also, yeah, if I'm talking about this band, so it, like, have you heard about like Slipknot?
Yes.
Yeah. So this kind of what I'm talking about. So you may get some ideas like what kind of music that I have been listening to. So this kind of bands that I like. But Slipknot, it's okay. They're okay. But I would say I'm prone towards like I gravitate towards the other bands like other like because Slipknot they just came up like and they have like they gain some popularity from the mainstream just not a long time ago. But just like the Mudvayne, this one that I like, they're very great, but their song is kind of like pretty heavy and somehow it's just like pretty hard to understand. Mudvayne, have you ever heard of it? Asking Alexandria.
Not really.
No,
Because
okay.
I listen
How
to
about you?
that kind of lot.
Yeah.
I prefer like soul, jazz, pop, something like that.
Any favorites? Anyone? Any artists?
John Mayer.
Okay, John Mayer. All right. He's great, huh? John Mayer. Did you go to his concert when he came to Thailand?
When he came to Thailand, I didn't. At that time, I'm not that big fan yet.
Okay.
But if he came back,
So
if he
you
come
would,
back,
right?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Any other artists? So others can join the conversation as well. Okay, if you like joining the concerts or anything that you can share. Okay, John Mayer. Okay. If we talk about jazz, so you say you like jazz, right? So okay, you have any favorite jazz music players, jazz artists?
I don't listen to jazz like that classic jazz, but it's like some jazz in that music, like Stevie Wonder.
Okay, Stevie Wonder. Okay, he's a legend. Okay. So Stevie Wonder, he's quite talented, right? So all. I at least you have you heard about his life and the condition that he had, right?
Yes. He's
Yeah.
blind. It's,
Yeah, he's blind and he's very talented, huh? All right, thank you very much for sharing your experiences. Anyone wants to share? Does anyone want to share your own experiences? Okay, anyway, so let's just listen to this just a little bit about they're talking about like what they did. Okay, I believe you may have listened to this already, and then we're gonna talk about this a little bit about like the give you some ideas about this speaking strategies from the conversation. Okay.
Hi, how was your weekend? Do anything fun?
Yeah, I did. Actually, it's a bit embarrassing.
Go on, tell me.
Promise not to tell anyone who works in the office?
I promise.
Well, a friend invited me to this event where everyone dressed up as comic book characters.
Oh, you mean Comic-Con? It's a blast. Who did you go as?
Well, there was a group of us, so we all went as a superhero. I was Captain America.
You're joking. I want to see photos.
I don't have many. This is a picture that shows us when we arrived.
You look amazing. Who are all these other people with you?
They asked to have their photo taken with us. There were thousands of people there, and everyone was so friendly. It was amazing.
The next time you go, tell me.
All right, I just want to talk to you just a little bit because if we talk about speaking strategies here, so I just give you guys some ideas that when we talk about like in everyday conversation, okay, so we omit words as well in other questions, something like this. So let's
Speaking strategy. Omitting words. In everyday conversations with friends and colleagues, we often omit words and shorten sentences. Did you have a good weekend? Did you do anything fun? Do you promise not to tell anyone?
Okay, in general, so we just omit words and also just omit and shorten some words in speaking, so we just have it kind of easier for us to speak. So we just like the just signify people with the raising intonation at the end of the sentence, something like that, to help people understand, give people some signs of that. Okay, and also if we talk about speaking strategy here, you remember last week that we talk about relative clauses, right? So are you still following, right? Are you still there?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So in speaking, I just want to talk just a little bit about the because yeah, of course, when it comes to, if you look at on this page here, last week we talked about we mostly talk about the how we signify, how we use these relative clauses in terms of writing, right? But I just want to talk just a little bit about this one. Okay, when we speak, if you want to explain, because as I told you that we use both defining and non-defining relative clauses in speaking as well, in informal conversations as well. So we use this one. This one is quite a technique that we use. We use pausing instead of showing people that we end the conversation. I would say in this case, they use pausing in order to give some space, give some a short break. Basically, it's just like the just like a comma here. Okay, you can use pausing just a little bit to give people a sign that okay, it's like the it's an explanation or something like that. And also we use pause to give people some kind of like the end of a conversation or the end of the sentence, something like that as well. Okay, this one I just want to give you guys the some ideas that we use pausing as well, the techniques that we can use as well. All right, so anyway, I as we have talked about relative clauses, non-defining and defining relative clauses, do you have any question regarding these particular grammar points here? So if not, so let's share something regarding what you let's do some activity here just a little bit. Okay. You guys so far anyway, I'll just give you some time to think about it, and then we can do it after the break. Do you need a break? You want to have a short break? Anyone? Are you still following? You still okay?
Yes.
Can you still hold yourself together? Oh, sorry, I saw you just gonna say yeah, you good or not, or if you need a break. So I'll just give you just a little bit to think about, like when you're having a break. Yeah. If you don't, so we can just carry on. Okay, let's say like this. Okay, I'll just give you just some time to think about it in the meantime, so you can just relax, take a break just a little bit. Okay. I'll just try to recycle what we have studied so far regarding the relative clauses and non-relative clauses anyway. So I just want to hear some of you guys to share. Just think about your favorite activities, artists, events, anything that you like, and then you just use the relative clauses to explain what they are. Okay? And I'll just give you some time to think about it, and then when we return, so we can talk about it just a little bit. How does it sound? Does it sound good? In the meantime, so you can take a break just a little bit, and then we can return. Good?
Yes.
All right. So we return in about like 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, sounds good?
Yes.
All right. So see you after the break, okay? So are you guys back?
Yep.
Okay. So do you have anything to share with us? Share with the class? Your favorite events, objects, artists, activities? You can turn on your microphone and then talk about it, or you can just text on the chat box here. Anything, any means of communication that you feel like it. Anyone?
Okay. Can I share?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to talk about my favorite artist. My favorite artist is Taylor Swift. She is an American singer and songwriter who is really talented. I've known her from the song that is called Last Christmas.
Okay.
And
when was it? When was it? When do you know? When did you know her, get to know her? Something like that. Yeah.
I think I have been her fan since I was 12 years old.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're a long time fan of Taylor Swift, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. She's talented, no? And quite attractive. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Thank you very much for talking about Taylor Swift. Huh? She's a famous artist, no? Singer, female artist. Okay. Who received lot of media attentions, no? Okay. Good. Thank you very much for Taylor Swift. Okay, music. Anyone else? Anyone else wants to share favorite activities, artist? It can be movie as well. Okay. Comic characters, figures, activities, communities, countries, anything that you would like to share regarding your favorites.
For me, I like Songkran Day.
Okay.
Okay. Songkran Day, I like it because sorry, I like
Okay,
Songkran Day.
what do you like about Songkran Day? Yeah. Just explain just a little bit, okay? Because it's kind of Songkran Day have like the many activities at once, right? Okay.
I like Songkran Day when people love to splash the water, and it is also known as Thai New Year, right? So it's quite a long holiday. Then I have much time to take some rest. That's why I like this event.
That's why. So that's why. Do you like New Year as well? If I'm saying like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So you have any. So it means like you have you like any long holidays, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Okay. All right. So Songkran Day is coming, no? In the next 4 months, right? 3 months or so. Okay, thank you very much for holidays. Taylor Swift. Anything else?
How about for me? It's about Chinese New Year's.
Okay.
Chinese. I love Chinese New Year when I can see all of my big families. All of every sibling came together to see each other.
Okay. So you like Chinese New Year, which you can see, right? Which you can see. The Chinese New Year is the period of time when all your siblings and relatives come together, and then you can enjoy the time with them, right?
Not all siblings, but are quite close siblings.
Okay.
Meet at my grandma house.
Okay. At least you can spend time with your close siblings, right? No, you like Chinese New Year. Okay. All right, good. Chinese New Year is coming now very soon, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So you are looking forward to that, I believe. Okay. Okay. Long holidays for two of you guys. Okay. Taylor Swift. Anything else? No. Songkran Day, Chinese New Year. Okay. Oh, Taylor Swift. Did you go to her concert? While we are waiting for the other. No, right? Okay.
I'm waiting for her concert.
Okay. My friend, one of my close friend, who is like, whom I known him for many years now, like a decade. He went to Taylor Swift concert in Singapore because she didn't come to Thailand, right? Do you know that, right?
Yes. It was cancelled.
They canceled Thailand, so they changed to she went to Singapore, and they flew to Singapore to watch her concert. Okay. Okay, anyone else? Songkran, Taylor Swift, Chinese New Year.
I want to talk about my favorite artist.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
So, Shawn Mendes is my favorite artist, and he's a singer who lives in Canada. I went to.
Okay, any songs?
อะไรนะคะ
Any favorite songs, or you like all of them?
I like all of his songs.
Okay. All right, thank you very much for. Okay, so we have more music artists here. Okay. Anyone else?
I want to talk about my favorite activities.
Okay, go ahead.
It's something adventure activities I like.
So you like any activities which are adventurous and exciting, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I am a beginner of these activities. I just start like.
Okay, what have you been doing then?
Like camping or ATV riding or zip line, something.
Okay. How was it? It gives you like the excitement.
Yes. Very funny. I like it.
Okay. Let me ask you, because I to be honest, I have never done anything like this before, like very adventurous now, because I'm not quite adventurous adventurous person. Anyway, how long have you been doing it?
When I just graduated from high school.
Okay. So can you give me some what do you do? No, I mean, like, who do you go with when you do these kind of activities?
My family, but my dad and mom scare this activity, so I play alone.
Oh, you do it alone, but they just take you there, right?
Yes.
Ah, okay. All right. So you at least so you get some supports, nah? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing. Oh, okay. So we have like adventurous activities, nah? Okay. Anything else?
So can I share about the movie?
Of course.
My favorite movie is Edge of Tomorrow. Have you seen this before?
Okay, so I have no idea with that. Do you mind explaining just a little bit like what movie is about? It's a movie which something.
It's an action sci-fi movie. It's an American movie which is based from Japanese manga, from Japanese comic.
Oh, okay. Have never
Like-
heard of it before.
Like the setting of movie is like in the future that the world have to start the war with the aliens, but it's unbeatable by any military in the world.
Okay.
And
Is it a new movie?
No, I think it's in 2017, I guess. I'm not sure. But it's not the new movie really.
Okay, because I would say I'm a movie are you a movie junkie?
Oh, I see.
Because I've been watching like I've been watching a lots of movies, so I've never heard of it before. So maybe it's just slipped through my mind, something like that. So yeah. What's the name again?
The Edge of Tomorrow. The casting is Tom Cruise.
Oh, okay. So I got it. This one, The Edge of Tomorrow, right? It's like it's the very very sci-fi spacey movie, right?
Yes, I like it so much.
Ah, okay. To be honest, I watched this one and I was a little bit confused while I was watching it. I thought, oh, okay. So thank you very much for giving me some ideas about that because I didn't know that it's based on the Japanese comics.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it's just like the story like based on like their imagination, like like Star Wars, something like that.
Yes, but it's not the original from Japanese manga because in American movie they have a little bit of adaptation.
Twist, right? They twist just a little bit. They tweak just a little bit, like like you watch like all the superheroes movies, right?
Yes.
So that's kind of like they just tweak just a little bit to make it more interesting. Okay.
Yes.
I recommend this one. If you watch it, so I believe that if you like watching movies, so I believe that you guys have heard about the Resident Evil, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I would say honestly, don't miss the new one, okay? Don't miss the new one. So you know that the new one is coming, right? No.
Maybe no for me.
No, right?
But I'll go
Okay.
check it out. But I'll go
Yeah.
to check it out.
I can. Do you guys? Let me say like this. I'm just because I'm kind of like I because I grew up with this game too. So that's why I would say like, have you ever watched the Resident Evil like in the previous versions before?
Yes, but I can't remember the story in the movie.
Yeah, if you watch that one, so that's very horrible. To be honest, if you watch that before, those one with Mila Jovovich, right?
Yes.
Yeah, those one are quite horrible, but I would recommend the new one. The new one here, they call it the Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. Don't miss it, okay? Don't miss it. I would say
Okay,
because
I'll go check it out.
this one very, very based on the game. And it just like very, very I would say when I watched it, so I was very startling. I was very startled when I watched it, and the movie was quite what I have been expecting, I would say. If you play games, if you read if you play games before, if you know the story of the Resident Evil based on the Japanese game, so this one, what I would say to a certain extent, you won't be disappointed. You have to check it out. Okay. The new one. I believe that they're gonna come to the cinema this month, I guess, like in the next 2 weeks or something like that. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, I just watched it already, so it's very good. I would say all this. I would say like the story is a little bit short. They have to switch just a little bit, but they narrate the movie is quite good. Okay, good. Thank you very much for the movie. So if you talk about movies, so we can talk for hours as well, because I love watching movies. I watch movies a lot anyway. So you like the movie which is based on like Japanese comic. Okay, all right. Anyone else? Thank you very much for sharing.
Can I talk about my favorite artist?
Sure.
My favorite artist is Sutamayo. They are a Japanese band. I like them because their music is very ear-catching, and I love the meaning of their lyrics.
Okay. So, I'm not sure about what the name is, but you like you like the artists who are from Japan, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you collect some of their CDs, songs, or anything?
Unfortunately, no.
No. Okay. All right. At least you just enjoy their music, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good. So we have another music artist here. Okay. Thank you very much. Anyone else want to share?
Me.
Yeah, sure. Me. Okay.
I like to talk about like my two favorite places to go, which are
Okay.
like Japan and Switzerland, but like
Okay.
from different perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, like for Japan, it's like that place that I like to go because I have visited Japan for like 3 or 4 times and I still like it because um like like the weather, people, and the hygiene, food, like everything. But like the second place is Switzerland because it is my like dream place to go because I have dreamed to go to Switzerland for like since I was in grade 9, I think, and I visited it like only one time, and I feel like I haven't like know about it like for as much as I want, so I want to visit that place again.
Okay. You know what? To be honest, these are two countries that I have never been before, as well in Japan. So you revisited Japan for several times, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and Switzerland as well. So I have never been there before. Switzerland is quite far for me. To be honest, now I've been to the other places like all around, like the if you say like in Europe, so I just been like to like France and Germany and Italy, but not in Switzerland before. Okay, all right. Japan, I have never been there, but I want to experience there just once as well. There's they quite have quite a quite interesting culture, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for countries. No, okay. So we have like quite diverse things that we have. We have like music artists, movies, activities, holidays, and countries. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for sharing ideas with the class. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Maybe I just don't want to hold you up, no? Anyone else? Okay. So thank you very much for your sharing about your ideas. Now, so we can move on just a little bit. So I just wanna recycle just a little bit about the what we have learned so far. So there's quite so I would say if you talk because I have heard about like the majority, I would say like this, no? The majority of you guys share the experience about places, countries, artists, and what your favorites, okay, regarding what kind of people that you like, okay, and approximately 1/3 of you guys talk about music, okay, and nearly to just 1/4 of you guys talk about events, holidays, okay. And this one is just like the I just give you just recycle just a little bit about how we use the numbers or statistic words to explain, okay. And you can also, this one, I'll just give you just a little bit about this one. Okay. Let's have a look just these things just a little bit. Look at the table here. Okay. And when you look at the table here, okay. So they are talking about connectivity, about people using different generations. So you know the name of the generations here, okay. And I just want you go through just a little bit to get you some ideas more about using these words, okay? Groups of words. Okay, so can you give me some answers regarding 5 items here based on the table that you see either in your book or on the screen here? Can you write the name of the correct generations?
Generation X
Okay.
and millennial.
Okay, so the first one is Generation X and millennials. Okay. All right. How about item 2, 3, 4, and 5?
The baby boomers, number 2.
Okay, so number 2 is the baby boomers. Okay. How about the 3/4 of which generation use social media?
Generation.
Which one?
Generation X.
Okay, all right. Generation X. How about approximately 1/3 of which generation own tablet computers?
The silent generation.
Okay, the silent generation. Okay. And over half of what generation own one?
Baby boomer.
Okay, the baby boomer. And how the last one, nearly 2/3 of which generation think the internet has mostly been good for society?
The silent generation.
Okay, the silent generation. All right, let's have a look. All right, so this one is the baby boomers. Okay, so you got everything here. Okay, so no, these words just quite explain just a little bit, like overwhelming majority of millennials, right, own a smartphone. So you see like millennials and generation X here, like overwhelming. So that's a lot, right? Majority, and over 2/3 of baby boomers own one, right? 2/3 here, baby boomer, right? And about 3/4 of generation X use social media. Okay, this one, if you have a look here, 3/4, no? And approximately 1/3 of silent generation, okay, on tablet, right? Tablet computer. So you can see here silent generation is just 1/3 here. Okay, and nearly 2/3 of the silent generation. Okay, 2/3 thinks this one, 2/3. Okay. All right. Okay, thank you very much. So I believe that you know how to use it. So just give you just a little bit about this one. So you can use, if you want to estimate, so you can use the word approximately as well, or you can use the word tendency here. Okay. You can use the word tendency as well. It just gives you some kind of the estimation when you want to say like the which one they goes to, like they have the tendency, so they have like the inclination, or they have like the they gravitate to something. Okay. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this one. Have you read this one? Have you read or skimmed through this one just a little bit before? Have you?
No.
No. Okay, let's just skim through just a little bit, okay, and then we can talk about it just a little bit. Okay, I'll just give you like 5 minutes to skim through to get some ideas about the reading here. All right, so you get some ideas about the reading. What is it about? Anyone?
It's about a family that travel to national park that don't have internet.
Okay. So it's basically the ideas of that. It's just like them disconnect from the digital world, right? From using social media and using all the just like the disconnect the connectivities that we are having. Okay. So I just give you some ideas about that because it just read all the ideas here. So let's say this one just a little. I'll just give you this one. It would be better here. So when you read it, so you may come across, different words here. So in here there are paragraph 2, 4, 5, and 6 here. So I just want you to just spend just like 3 minutes to find the synonym of words here. Like a lot, ate so much, eat very little, get angry about age that are growing up in, amazingly beautiful, and aware here. So can you find a word that can be replaced these groups of words or phrases in here?
Number 1,
Okay.
I love the national parks today.
Okay, so this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we can use this one. Love to death here. Okay. Anything else? It can be any paragraphs. Now you don't have to follow the sequence. Okay, if you know some other paragraphs, so you can just say it or type. It's okay.
Number 6,
Okay.
mindful.
Okay, so you say number 6 here. So mindful. Okay.
Number 3, diet.
Number 3. Which one?
Diet. Diet.
Diet. Okay.
Number 2.
Okay.
Gorge.
Okay. Number 2 is gorge. Okay.
ข้อ 5 ค่ะ
Okay.
Sublime.
Which one? What word?
Sublime.
Okay. Sublime. And we still have number 4 left, right? Get angry about the age they are growing up in.
Rage against the times.
Okay, so rage against the time. All right, so let's have a look. Yeah, right. Thank you very much for your answer. Now, so this one could be a fast. They eat a little, a fast, So you know this one, love to death, gorge on, okay, a fast. Rage against the time and sublime and mindful here. So you get some ideas now. So you can just use all the words. You see, these are just the explanation of these words that you can replace with that. Okay. Now love to death, gorge on, a fast. Rage against the times and sublime and mindful here. Mindful is the adjective. Now sublime is an adjective as well. Okay. Rage is a noun. A fast is a noun. Gorge on is a verb. Love is a verb. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for sharing. So yeah. All right. So can you live without the connectivity? I mean, like technological connectivity. Can you live without it? I'm asking you guys. Can you? Are you still there? Okay, because some people they are saying that like connectivity using digital media or digital all the technology is too much, that's gonna be bad for people. Okay, so let's listen to this girl and listen to the news report here, and we can talk further about that. I believe that you have listened to it just a little bit. Okay, I'll just play once to have you guys get some ideas about what it is about first, and then we can talk about it. Okay.
I'm standing in the middle of a beautiful forest in Paraguay. There are no cars or traffic nearby. It all feels such a long way away from the modern world. In fact, it's about 200 kilometers east of the capital, Asuncion. But one clue that human life is not too far away is that I'm connected to the internet with my cell phone. The other reason is that I'm also standing next to Ramilda, who is holding her phone in the air and using a special app to make a map of the area. Ramilda is 28 and a member of the local indigenous community called the Mbaya Guarani. It's a community that has its own language and lived on the sand for generations. The ancient borders of their land are marked by trees and streams, but they have never been recorded in the form of a map. But now, this very traditional community is using digital technology for the first time to create a record of the land. Before now, Ramilda had never used a computer or a GPS, but now she is 8 people who are called forest monitors. Her job is to take photographs of different points around the borders, such as important trees or rivers. Then, using a cell phone app, she tags these points, which automatically creates a map showing the borders and lets the community know the total size of its land. As industrial farming needs more and more land in Paraguay, the community sees this work as a matter of survival. In the past, the forest was always the community's local supermarket. It provided them with food and medicinal plants. But now, trees are being cut down for modern farming, and so their ancient land and their community is in danger of disappearing. Ironically, it's also modern technology that is helping this community save its way of life.
Okay, so I believe you get some ideas. I believe that you have listened to it before. Huh? So anyways, can you get some ideas and give me answers for these questions here? Where is it? What technology? What does they do? The forest monitor? What's changing the land? And what did the forest provide them in the past? Anyone? Are you still there? Are you still good? How about I'll just give you like some time to do it first, and then we can talk about after the break. How does it sound?
Can you play a video game?
Okay, so you cannot access from this one, right? From the I can play it again. Sure.
I'm standing in the middle of a beautiful forest in Paraguay. There are no cars or traffic nearby. It all feels such a long way away from the modern world. In fact, it's about 200 kilometers east of the capital, Asuncion. But one clue that human life is not too far away is that I'm still connected to the internet with my cell phone. The other reason is that I'm also standing next to Ramilda, who is holding her phone in the air and using a special app to make a map of the area. Ramilda is 28 and a member of the local indigenous community called the Mbaya Guarani. It's a community that has its own language and lived on the same land for generations. The ancient borders of their land are marked by trees and streams, but they have never been recorded in the form of a map. But now, this very traditional community is using digital technology for the first time to create a record of the land. Before now, Ramilda had never used a computer or a GPS, but now she is one of 8 people who are called forest monitors. Her job is to take photographs of different points around borders, such as important trees or rivers. Then, using a cell phone app, she tags these points, which automatically creates a map showing the borders and lets the community know the total size of its land. As industrial farming needs more and more land in Paraguay, the community sees this work as a matter of survival. In the past, the forest was always the community's local supermarket. It provided them with food and medicinal plants. But now, trees are being cut down for modern farming, and so their ancient land and their community is in danger of disappearing. Ironically, it's also modern technology that is helping this community save its way of life.
Okay.
Where is the new report from Paraguay?
Okay, Paraguay. Okay. Let's just give some idea, just just anything that you can remember or can recall from the news report or recording. Keywords, sentences, phrases, whatever.
What did Forest provide them in the past? Food.
Okay, food. Okay. Yeah, we can help together, no? Just not just the only one, no? The others can, if you remember which part of it, so just say it.
What technology does Ramilda use? Cell phone and app to make a map.
Okay, cell phone and an application, no? Okay.
Number 4.
Okay.
A technology.
Okay, technology. Okay.
What does a forest monitor do? Take a photograph of the border using the special app to create a map.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you very much. So let's see, no? So it's kind of like they just give the just give you some idea. So that's quite great, no? There's the same thing that you said. That the first one is Paraguay, no? And they use cell phone, GPS, computer. Okay, for this one they take photos, no? And to make a map. And this one industrial farming. This one not technology. Now what's changing the community lands? So it's just like industrial farming. And the last one is food and medicinal plants here. Okay, so skills on you. Yeah, mostly you guys get everything correctly anyway. Don't worry about that. It's just like them. Just give you some ideas to get the meaning or to get some idea from the listening. Okay, thank you very much for sharing. Thank you very much for your answers. No. So are you still good? Do you need another break? Are you still okay?
I'm okay.
You're still okay? Okay. All right. So last week we talked about subject verb agreement here as well. So let's do exercises just a little bit. Now just to recall. I would say we talk about like subject verb agreement here. So we talk about like plural and singular verbs that come that's respond to the subject of the sentence here. Okay, just give you guys this one, just give you guys some quick review, just a little bit. Okay, singular verb here, so you can see like the words here, like everyone, someone, no one, each, one of 200 kilometers, and the plural countries organization here, we use the singular verb here. Okay, as you can see. And also we use plural verb with the subjects, right? None of and my family, or both. Here we use plural verb. And also either singular or plural. Yes?
Nothing.
Okay. Either singular or plural verbs here can go with these words, like the group or collective words or collective nouns, like a majority of friends or time. It depends on this one. As I just give you some ideas that we talked about last week. Okay, so let's refresh it just a little bit here. So can you select which one is correct, which one is incorrect here? Can you just tick the correct sentences? When you read 8 items here, which one do you think is correct?
Number 3 is correct.
Number 3 is correct. Okay.
Number two is correct.
Okay, number 2.
Number 4 is not correct. Correct.
Okay.
Number 1 is incorrect.
Okay, number 1 is incorrect.
Number 8 is incorrect.
Okay, number 8 is incorrect.
Number 5 is correct.
Number 5 is correct.
Number 7 is correct.
Number 7 is correct. Any ideas for the number 6
Number
here?
6 incorrect.
Number 6 is incorrect. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so don't worry about that, no? So number 6 is correct as well. So they just like the just mean. Sometimes it can mean the country. The country can be singular or plural as well. But this in this case, they are talking about like the just only one country, just this one group of people. Okay. All right. Do you have any questions on this thing? Okay, and thank you very much for your participation. No? Okay. So let's move to this one. So we're gonna talk about a little bit about writing here. So I just give you guys some ideas about writing here. So it's gonna be a little bit like a little bit heavy. So do you need some time to freshen up yourself, refresh just a little bit before we get into the writing part here? Do you need another break?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'll just give you some break, okay? So we'll see after the break. All right? And then we come back and then we talk about the listening, the writing part. Okay, see you after the break. So are you back? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
มาแล้วครับ
Okay. Good. So let's talk a little bit about these things. So in this unit, now we're gonna talk about the argument paragraph here. So just give you guys the idea. So because in the book, as you can see that in this part here, so they are talking about this connectivity and media focus, and you can see from the picture here, right? The picture here, they just talk about, like, as you can see the description here, and as the movie star arrives, almost everyone in them is more interested in their phone than the moment. So it means that นะครับ old people, no, the photo below, so the older people, most people, they enjoy on their using their media rather than just enjoy the moment there. So I just want you to give you guys the idea and just give you the writing here. Okay, if you have a look, now we're gonna talk about this one, the opinion paragraph here. Okay, so when we talk about the paragraph, you know that the paragraph consists of 3 parts, right? I'll just give you guys some ideas that the paragraph consists of 3 parts, 3 main parts here. They talk about the topic sentence, they talk about the supporting details, and they talk about the conclusion. Okay, basically, what they do in each part of the paragraph here. Okay, the first one, the topic sentence, is used to introduce the subject of the paragraph. And then you can use, when we talk about the opinion paragraph, we use the second one, we use the explanation that to explain your opinion, whether you go along or you go against the idea. Okay, and then you use your supporting details to support your claim by giving some example, and you use the sequence words to structure your arguments, like you want to argue with these 3 reasons. Okay, first, second, and finally. Okay, and then you end your paragraph with the concluding sentence down here. I believe that you know how to structure the paragraph, right? Do you know the structure of the paragraph? Hello? In general, do you know the structure of paragraph? Are you there?
ที่มีพวกแบบ conclusion มี
Exactly, they have like topic, sentence, supporting details, and conclusion. It's not an essay, okay? It's just like the mini scale, the small scale of the essay. So we just squeeze them down to a paragraph. So in one paragraph, they hold just only one idea. But in paragraphs, you have to structure your idea with using topic, sentence, supporting details, like 3 supporting details, and the concluding sentence. I believe that you have learned about that in English 3, right? Right?
ใช่ครับ
Okay, so you know the structure of it, but in this case, so we just transfer your knowledge to here, and then we just structure your paragraph similarly to what you have learned there, but the content will be some kind of the argument. What is added here is just like just to say, just a little bit to state that whether you go against the opinion or you go along with the opinion. Did you get my point? If you need further explanation, just let me know, okay? I can further, if you don't understand anything, so just let me know. Tell me, okay, I'm here. So I'll just give you guys like 2 minutes to skim through this first, okay? And then we're gonna do the activity after this, okay? Okay, in general, if you read the paragraph here, so do you think the writer here supports or goes against digital communities and social media? What do you think?
Against.
So they go against the digital communities, right? Okay, so you can see just a little bit if you can see from the paragraph here, so they can give you some, I give you some the useful expressions here as well. So you can use this one. I can say like the for these two things you can use to introduce and explain your side of your arguments. Okay, and then you use these three expressions here, in my opinion, first, and in addition, this one to give further explanation, or you can apply it in your supporting details that you want to explain your arguments. Okay, and then you use so to sum up, to conclude this one, to give the summary of your idea. Okay, you can use the expression to signify readers or listeners to say that, okay, this is my argument, and these are my explanation, and this is how I end my argument. Okay, are you good?
Okay.
All right. So let's go back here just a little bit. If we come back here. Okay. So I believe we are having approximately 20 people here. Okay, so I'll just want you to get in a group of 4 if you can. Is everyone here? I would like to hear first if everyone is here. So we're gonna move to other platform to get in. Okay, so let's go. ทุกคนอยู่ตรงนี้เนาะใช่ไหมครับ Are you there?
ครับผม
All right. All right. So let's go to this one. Okay. Let me We go to this one first, and we're gonna do some activities here. Okay, so let's go to this platform. Okay, can you just go there? Click on the link that I sent you. Okay, and I'll see you there. Okay, so you can see yourself in here now, right? So I would like you to get in a group of, I would say 4. Okay, I'll give you some white paper here. Okay. Can you see it? Can you see the paper? Okay. All right, so I'll just give you paper here. Okay. So the group of 4. Okay, so that should be another one here. Okay, so you get a group of 4. So can you just write down digital community? Okay, can you just write down like whether you go, you support, or you against using technology in real life? Okay, just brainstorm and just write down keywords. Okay, just write down keywords or words, ideas that you get, that you have. Just write down something. Okay, just brainstorm, give some idea first. Okay, write down anything. Okay, whether you support or you against, okay, digital media. Okay, just go down and then just get in on the paper. In which paper, it's okay. Any paper. Everyone can join. Okay, if you have any idea, so you just write down on the paper. You can, yeah, you can talk to your friend as well. You can talk in here, or you can just open, you can turn on the microphone as well. Okay. Yeah, that would be better if you just write down just one sentence or two sentences supporting or go against anything, so we can share together. Okay, we can share all the ideas in the group to support your group. Like, okay, your group is supporting this idea, or your group is going against this idea. Okay, anyway, so don't worry about the groups anyway. So at least you just enjoy, just share your ideas in sentences or in words, anything. So you just write down. Okay, you can write anywhere. Okay, let's say like this, just make you feel easy, a lot easier. Just express your idea down here. It can be in groups or it can be in individual, your idea, so it's okay. All right, so that's good. We have some kind of everyone support, huh? Right, everyone support the modern technology. Okay. All right. So we get the support like the social media makes life easier, share experiences, get people together, right? Give the sense of community. Okay. Get information, okay, and build relationship. Okay, help people communicate more. Okay, and also it's like to get telemedicine, okay, to healthcare, about healthcare, and also people get connected to the world easier, people across the world that they can talk to each other easier. Okay, all right. Okay, and also they save a lot of time. Okay, all right. So I'll just give you some few more minutes, So you don't have to finish it. I just give you some ideas, and then you can apply, you can use, you can express yourself. Okay, good. So we get some ideas here. Okay. So technologies can save life as well. Okay. Good. All right. So I see you guys just getting slower here. So it's okay now. Okay, let's return to our class here. Okay. So we can return to our class here so we can wrap up. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your sharing your ideas, your participation in this class. Okay, you can come back here. Okay, thank you very much for your idea. So just leave it there. Okay, don't worry about that. I hope you get some ideas, some information, and just get some information regarding the what we have covered so far for the unit 1. Okay, that's pretty much about unit 1 in general. Okay, so do you have any questions, comment, concern about unit 1? So let's say like, okay, this kind of the participation that we want, so just like enjoy, and then we also have the participation can be regarding your assignment as well. Okay, assignment is mean like the just check the online self-study over there as well, that we're gonna count as part of the class attendance and participation. Okay, so don't worry about that. So if you just do there, so it's just only fine. Okay. And the participation here is just like, yeah, you guys just join the conversation, just do the activities together, and part of it comes from the online self-study over there as well, as a part of class attendance and participation. Okay. All right. May someone wants to know about the explanation of about class attendance and the participation. That I'm gonna take a look at that thing. Okay. All right. So you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything? Are you guys hungry?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, right. It's time for you to eat, right? So do you have any ideas what you're gonna eat after class?
Depend what I have.
Oh, depend on what you have. It's just like, yeah, I just go down there and then just open the fridge, right? What they have down there for me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So whatever you eat, so I hope you enjoy, and I hope the class won't be too stressful, or I hope at least class will be like slightly useful for you guys to apply all the knowledge. And then if you need anything, so if you don't understand anything, or you just need something, just let me know. Okay, so we can explain further. I can give you some more information, or if you want this one that could be useful to you guys, so just let me know. Okay, so I can just provide you whether right at the spot or later in classes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So thank you very much for coming. You have anything to ask, to say, anything else? No, in general. So this class, no, we know just like we participate, and then we just know we review what we have studied about relative clauses and subject verb agreements, and then you know just how to refresh your structure, just your paragraph, and also just give you some ideas like how to argue your argument, okay, regarding all the activities that we done, okay, and then you share information, and then you know how to speak, how to communicate. Okay. All right. Anything else? Any concerns, comments? All right. So if there's anything, so nothing further. So, okay. So I hope you enjoy your lunch, and we'll see each other again next Wednesday. Okay.
Okay ครับ
Okay, so thank you very much, and see you guys next week. Bye bye.
สวัสดีครับอาจารย์
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ